Somebody traveled to a shaman to inquire about you. Whoever this person is that is making the inquiry, they pride themselves on being able to kind of read the room, read energy, read certain people. But with you, something's different, right? Something that they can't seem to put their finger on. They don't know what it is, but they're trying to figure out how can they take something from you. So somebody went to see a shaman posing as somebody who's simply inquiring, right? But they have an ulterior motive to steal from you. They want to know, who are you? One thing's for sure, two things are for certain. They definitely went the distance. Somebody traveled. I just heard Mexico. Somebody found a real shaman and they knew that they needed somebody of a high frequency, high priest energy in order to tap into your energy because they hadn't been able to. This person's frequency never matched your vibration enough that they would be privy to your spiritual, personal, sacred energy, knowledge, knowing of who you really are. I just heard, who are you? But the question is really, who are you? That's what I just heard. What are you? What are you? That's what I just heard. Something like that. Listen, welcome to Spiritual Core TV. Thank you for tuning in. Don't tap out. I highly recommend that you come in with your intuition as we tap into this energy. If you're new, me too. If you're returning back, me too. We made it back. Congratulations. Let's tap into this energy. Somebody went to see a shaman in Mexico. I just heard the shaman had to go to the back and get the book. There's a book, an ancestral book, something like that. You are not the typical kindred soul. You know when somebody's inquiring about you. I can't make this up. You're the chosen one. This shaman's face is giving grace. It's giving impressed. It's giving intrigued. It's giving, I've only heard about this. I've never witnessed anybody like this in real time. And although this shaman was the person on the receiving end of the inquiry, they picked up on your energy and it gave them some type of peace. Somebody had to go get the book out the back. Somebody went to the back and got the book in a chest. They were told by the ancestors, never open this unless you really need to resonate with something in it. This is sacred knowledge. Somebody had only heard about people like you. They never really thought it existed until this person walked into their establishment, requesting them as a spiritual practitioner to divulge information about an ancient soul, a sacred being that has only been told of. Somebody thought it was a tall, tall tale. Somebody had heard about this when they were growing up from their grandmother. There are very special people on this planet, says the grandmother, that cannot be sacrificed. They really are from the creator's source, omnipresent energy. They can defy all the laws of reality because they carry the master key. They can see other people's consciousness. They can read their souls from a mile away. They're very few and far in between. And if and when you should so happen to encounter somebody so special, you are to roll out the red carpet, because that means that the creator has sent a gift by way of divine intervention. Somebody was happy to see somebody come in and inquire about you. This shaman could have been in tears, but it's like tears of joy. This may have even confused the person that was coming in with ill intentions to find out about you, who had no business. They should have been going to the shaman to find out about themselves, but the shaman didn't give them any information. Whoever this shaman is, they come from a family of values, heritage, culture, sacred knowledge, things to be protected. This shaman knew immediately that you were aware, that they were aware that you're a very supernatural being. Something about reincarnating after 500,000 years. That's a lot of years. 500 years, 500,000 years, Five of Pentacles, something like that. And here we are with the Chariot. You picked up right where you left off. You spent the block this life as an ancient soul because there was something that was undone, something that needed to be finished. And so you sat it out a couple of lifetimes. You didn't reincarnate for a while. You waited. I heard 500 years or 500,000. 500,000 could be significant by way of a soul mission or something that happened around that time. Okay? Whatever that means by way of the measure of time, this shaman, Five of Pentacles, didn't give this man anything, or the woman who was inquiring. Four of Cups. Whoever traveled to Mexico, I just heard from Louisiana. Ninth Ward. Oh, somebody's a real root worker. Somebody's what you like to call a mambo. I heard mambo. Priest, priestess, could be a feminine, could be a masculine. They're very cloaked. I'm not interested in opening that door. They know that we are aware, that you are aware, Kendra Soul, that somebody went there to inquire about you. Oh, this might go deep into some root work. Somebody's root work wasn't rooting. This is somebody that gets the job done. Yeah, I just heard, I'll get it done for you, baby. Just send me the picture. Somebody's got like a Creole accent, New Orleans accent. Somebody could have been born in Baton Rouge and they traveled to Mexico. Sure did. Because they were paid to do a job and something kept backfiring on them. And they like, well, who is this person? I need to go. Somebody traveled to Mexico only to be left out in the cold in the Four of Cups, missing an opportunity to truly know who you are. And left out in the cold by a shaman who's so grateful to have encountered somebody inquiring about you, because this brings all of what they knew, what they thought they knew, to a head. They knew people like you existed. They just never thought that they would see it by way of how they saw it. Had this person not traveled to see them and inquire about you, may have even taken a photograph. The Ace of Cups. You're divine royalty. You're the golden children, arising in the golden age, the chosen one, chosen to do something great. You're a very special group of people. You can't be sacrificed. People can't just go, poking around and lollygagging in your energy because they're curious. You know what they said about the cat? Curiosity killed the cat. Yeah, curiosity killed the damn cat. The Tower. High Priestess. Fact of the matter is, you outrank the shaman that they went to go see. You outrank the person who went to go see the shaman. You outrank the person that paid the guy from Baton Rouge to do the root work on you. You outrank all of them. How could they not have known? Somebody was working from ego. Just send me a picture. You were fully aware. You sliced and diced their asses with the Ace of Swords, turned them around, changed their diapers, set them down, and put them down for a nap, and told them, don't wake up until you figure out who you are and what you're doing. You did this to the root worker. That's funny. That's funny. It was instant karma, instant judgment. Somebody feels as though you found them as opposed to them finding you. When this shaman saw this person, they went to the back to go get a book and pulled up something by way of their ancient, sacred knowledge. This book was passed down to this shaman. This shaman took an oath at 13 years old, went through a ceremony to become a man. Now he is a chief, an elder. He upholds the law. He tills the land. He doesn't break any spiritual laws. He's here to help if he feels that's what he needs to do. But he's very obedient to his ancestors because the work that they did, the way they paved the road for him, is something that he holds in high honor. This man, this shaman, honors his ancestors. Empress, high priestess, goddess of swords, you're a warrior. You've won every single battle in every single life. And you still got people jumping up to get beat down. Like, didn't I whoop your ass 300,000 years ago? Like, you still around? You've been earthbound? You haven't ascended back to source yet, huh? You still don't think the chosen ones exist? They're real. They don't even carry your same DNA. Could they be aliens? Are they angels? Well, let's not go putting labels on stuff. Let's stick to the script. Somebody didn't want to stick to the script. Hermit in the reverse, intuition block. And this root worker, he's the guy that gets it done. You outrank all of them. Took a trip only to be left outside in the cold and went back home with no information at all. Intuition block. The shaman said, I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to go get a book. Shaman says, I'll be right back. Left the man waiting there for a little bit. The man may have even gotten nervous a little bit because remember, he's already tried to put root work on you, Empress, ancient soul. You're an ascended master. That's who you are. You're an ascended master who descended. For the Most High God thought so much of the people on the earth that he gave his only begotten daughters and sons, that whosoever trusted in the divine would see everlasting life through the messengers. Don't hurt the messengers. Don't do the prophets no harm. I feel like somebody was working that route so long, down in the bayou, down in Baton Rouge, or wherever you traveling to, down in the Ninth Ward. Somebody moves around. They got root work all over town. Somebody was working that route so good, honey. They weren't paying attention to the schematics. They weren't paying attention to the fact that their ancestors were nudging them. This is what happens when you ignore your intuition. Knight of Wands, they continue to do something. Passionately in pursuit of trying to figure out, who are you? No, who are you? What are you? No, look, really, seriously, what are you? What is that? What are those? Who are we? What is this? This is the question that's looming in the mind of this root worker. Somebody that likes to work that dark root. They don't care what the story is. As long as you bring them a picture, they get a kick out of controlling circumstances and situations. They would do root work for free. They love it. Not on you. Didn't work. Sent that ass on a trip to face reality. That shaman is reality. That shaman is coming up as a god of pentacles. It's somebody that's very wealthy. They don't need the money. They don't just do work for money. You can't just get them to give you a cleansing or an elixir or perform a ceremony for you because you got money. They always consult with their divine ancestors, and they have a lot of favor with the gods, with the Most High God, all the gods, and people in the world, all over the world, as a matter of fact. Somebody's a beautiful shaman, but you outrank the shaman, respectfully. They're honored that somebody even came to them to inquire about you because they're really glad that people like you really do exist. Do you know this is the first time this shaman has ever encountered an ancient, I was going to say ancient alien. Okay, well, there you go. That's what it is. But alien to what? Listen, you got the Four of Wands here, okay? Celebrations. An ancient alien, an ancient soul, okay? Older than time, older than dirt, honey. That soul has been traveling. I just heard 500,000 years. I've been here about 11 times, times 10, and did it again. Listen, this ain't the end. It's definitely not the beginning because neither exists. What are we talking about here? Let's get back to the story. The Daughter of Swords, okay? You're coming up as the Queen of Swords, the Daughter of Swords. You carry the Ace of Swords. You carry the staff of God, the staff of the divine. Yeah. All kinds of signs were happening after this man visited this shaman. This shaman was like, look, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. Something about being compassionate and emotionally mature. This shaman stood his ground. Had to go to the back and get that book, huh? Yeah, he did. He started calculating. Could this be this person reincarnated? This is what he said. Because your energy seemed very familiar, but more kindred to the shaman. So he said, could this be this person reincarnated? This is what he's saying when he's gone. And he's saying, I'll be right back. I'm going to the back. Let me go get the book. Sat back there. He's like, could this be this person? He did his own divination. He opened his own door respectfully. He asked for permission. And he did. Eight of Pentacles, toil and labor. And he did it respectfully. But he needed to know for himself. This had absolutely nothing to do with this Knight of Wands, Hermit in the reverse person who's coming with ill intentions to find out who you are in order to figure out how to take you down. Right? That root worker is wearing the energy of their client. So whoever requested the root work to be done, they're one and the same. They're bound to karma. This shaman knows who you are. This shaman knows who you are. Look at you, divine feminine, coming up as a divine masculine. The Empress and the Emperor, you are both one and the same. You have been a king in most lives. You've been a queen in some lives. You switch it up. You know, sometimes you come and you do different things. You've been the medicine woman. You've done divination in past lives. This man saw who you are. They see where you've been. They know what you've come back to do. Two of Swords in the reverse. This shaman could be saying, why me? This man could have gone to anybody. Why me? He sees it as a blessing. He's very grateful. Son of Pentacles, you inspire this shaman to keep going. He's coming out as the Son of Pentacles and you're coming out as the Emperor and the Empress. He sees you as the great mother and great father of all the ages. That's absolutely the truth. Ace of Swords, but who are you? What are you? What is this? Who are you? What is that? Well, I don't know. How come people always say that? Like, who are you? Well, who are you? What is that? Well, what is that? That truth is a double-edged sword, ain't it? It's a whole bunch of things that could be true all at the same time. Just listen to people and what they're talking about. Clarify the Six of Cups. This person that inquired is feeling a little sad, feeling a little stuck because they done all this root work and they're the only one that's rooted. They're the only ones that's stuck with the tower. Clarify this person that inquired. This person got a doll on you. They got a whatever on you. They got a whole bunch of stuff on you. We got Aquarius energy, Pisces energy. Okay, this could be your energy, or the person that paid for the root work to be done wanted your destiny to try to marry you, and that didn't happen. It didn't work out. Okay. Yeah, they look like a fool. Fool in the reverse. This shaman left energetically, spiritually, mentally empty-handed. They feel like they took a trip for nothing. They're right about that. They didn't find out anything. So the person that asked for the root to be put on you, placed on you, is somebody that wants to be you. Fool in the reverse. The hex backfired. The curse backfired. Somebody wanted your destiny. But first they needed to figure out who you are. Something backfired. Hermit in the reverse. This root worker, their intuition is blocked. Clarify. They're frustrated too. Seven of Wands in the reverse, and they don't have any protection. This the biggest root worker in town. This the one that's bout it. This the illest naga in Nebraska. Somebody's ancestors said, I don't like that shit. I don't like his ass. The devil. Look, this is somebody's ancestors said, like, I don't like that shit. Okay, ancestors. Cool down the pace for just a moment. It's the devil. They're the devil. That's it. The devil and death. They've been dead. This is like necromancy, demons, binding, diseases, conjures, working with dead body parts, animal remains, human remains. This person's a sick and twisted bastard. Somebody went to the right one, baby. Somebody tried to patch you up and create a doll in the image of you, only to find out you outranked them and the idiot and the fool that wants your destiny. Show me the fool that asked the root worker to do that root. Show us the fool. Where is this fool at? Eight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is sitting up with a backfire is what they're sitting up with. I just heard hallucination. Somebody could be hallucinating. Yeah, that's root work. You conjured up like what? 2,000 demons? 2 legions of demons? You was going to get it done, honey. You went down into the pits of hell to get this done. The devil and death. Eight of Wands in the reverse, it backfired. And whoever the person is that was supposed to get your energy or your destiny is sitting up looking stupid. They were obsessed with your temperance, your peace. Clarify this shaman. You went to the shaman and the shaman didn't disclose anything to you. The shaman says this person is pure love. May not have said it to the client, this root worker that traveled to Mexico to get that reading, but the shaman definitely said it to himself. The lovers. He also saw, yeah, it's somebody with perfect karma, literally. Do people like that still exist? That's what that shaman said. He's only heard about it, never witnessed it to this capacity. Pure divine essence. That's what I just heard. And eight of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and the person coming in had a taste for blood. Wanted your blood, wanted to get close to you. This is somebody that was working you from a distance, but they wanted to get close to you. Now they want to see you in real life. Root workers like this think they know you through pictures. Pictures change. You ever look at some of your pictures and you look different depending on what you were going through at the time? Well, you ascended past whatever that was. Whatever the moment was that was frozen in time by way of the picture that was taken to this root worker by this weirdo that wanted your destiny. You've ascended 1,000,000 times past that energy. So they're simply looking at a picture of which you have removed yourself on an energetic level. They was just sitting there working a picture. That's good for them. Yeah, look, stuck in between two realms and realities. In their reality, you're on the altar. But why, by way of truth in reality, as guided by the divine, you're the chosen one. Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, Goddess of Swords, Judgment, the Empress, the Emperor, Four of Wands. Masculine and feminine energy balanced. You give birth to the world. You give birth to new beginnings. Okay. Temperance energy. Ace of Swords. You walk in the truth. This landed right on top of the tower. Whoever this Queen of Wands is in the reverse, hey, this person is so hexed and so cursed. It's not even thing worth. It's like it's not even anything. Thank you, Creator. Creator says, slow down. It's not anything that is worth mentioning. That's how cursed they are. Everybody knows it. They know it. The root worker knows it. If the root worker didn't know it, the root worker would not have traveled to Mexico, took a trip. I got to find out what the hell is going on because something ain't working. And my work always works. Always is a little presumptuous. When your root work stopped working on certain people, that means that the world has ascended and you just working people that's already on a low vibration that are just like you. Five of Swords, somebody had a taste for blood. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, she asked to wear your skin. She asked to look like you. She wanted to be like you, have your face, sure did. Walked right up to that root worker. He took a picture of her and he took a picture of you and he tried to merge the two into one face. Somebody may have even used AI to try to make you two be together. They merged the picture. They may have even created two faces. But what they couldn't merge was your soul. It's too ancient. It's way too sacred. It's in the hands of the divine. It goes without saying. The Wheel of Fortune need not be reinvented when it comes to your destiny, because look at how perfect the karma is. Somebody's like, nobody got that good karma like that. Ain't no way somebody coming into this world with this good karma. How? Whoever this Sagittarius feminine is, oh, she's stuck. Queen of Wands in the reverse, 10 of Wands in the upright. She got the wands on her back. It's backfired. The Fool is in the reverse. The 8 of Wands, it's a Sagittarius. If it's not a feminine, it could be a Sagittarius masculine, because Knight of Wands is here too. Somebody's a bit of a shapeshifter. They bound themselves to death though, because when they went to this root worker asking for your destiny, your skin, your face, your whatever, everything that belonged to you, they forfeited their name in the book of life. They received a sentence, a judgment of death. Remember, in order for them to be you, they have to die. So what we have here is somebody that's kind of just sitting in a dead body. Because if you want to be me, and I'm being me, and I'm only using myself as an example, then who's being you, Queen of Wands in the reverse? People like this, you don't have to touch them. You don't even have to be concerned. Just send them back to the path that they abandoned and leave them there. Anybody that wants to be somebody else this bad hates their life, has no respect for creation, takes life as a joke, an ingrate, a complainer. What happens to their life if they're being promised by a root worker that they're going to be you and have your fortune and your face and your essence and your whatever and your whatever? All you got to do is return them back to the void, since they X'd themselves out. Isn't that what they did? They gave up themselves in order to be you. But you were already being you. And you were very much aware that somebody somewhere was being a damn weirdo, playing with mirrors and pictures and chicken blood all over town. Root worker is a little frustrated because you keep coming out as the sun. So you know what he did, whoever this root worker is. He went above and beyond. It became personal. He has something to prove. At this point, he's working for free, but remember, he's a dead man. 7 of Swords, he's a dead man. The devil in death, that's a dead man. So when he went to see that shaman, 2 of Wands, that was supposed to be the answer to his prayers or his fears. His worst fears have come to the light. This Daughter of Wands in the reverse is nasty. She doesn't take good care. The hex has backfired. The curse has backfired. 7 of Wands in the reverse, neither of them has any type of spiritual protection. This man could be trying to convince this woman to trust in him, that he'll get it done, and that maybe there's something else that she needs to do. But I promise you, it's a waste of time. This root worker at one point attempted to remote view into your consciousness, into your mind, to see how you think, to see your soul through a picture and using a mirror, some water, and some herbs. Their recipe is very basic. There's nothing spectacular about it. And then they work their same little spirits. But those spirits have transformed and or passed over. So now somebody can't call on the spirits. They can't do any conjures. I just heard, how you get kicked out of the graveyard? Damn. You went all that way. And that shaman told you nothing. That shaman told you to love. Sent you away. And that made you sad because you had sent a chosen one so much hate. What did the shaman tell this weirdo, this root worker? You move around a lot from Baton Rouge, 9th Ward, 7th Ward, Mobile, Alabama. Knight of Cups and the Lovers. I'm telling you, that shaman told him, just love. Just love. Listen, this is not somebody you need to be attacking. Just love. This person can't be sacrificed. Notice how the sacrificial card came up in the reverse. And anything that you've done up to this point is on you. This person has too much love here. Clarify the shaman and the root worker. You took a trip to Mexico. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. He turned your money down. That's my kind of shaman. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go check that guy out in the ethers later and have a conversation. Like, hey, listen, I channeled the energy. It was beautiful. It was amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, that's how you do it. The shaman told him, your money is no good here. My family is not struggling. We have a good life and we do things right. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. After the shaman came from the back reading the book, like, yeah, I can't help you with that. This man needs a cleansing. Is that what it is? Why did you go to the shaman? You went to find out about who this person was, this woman was that you were working. And what happened? You found out that the wheel is still turning in their favor. You found out that karma and the world is unfolding as it should. That everything that's happening to you is happening the way it's supposed to. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, keep your money to yourself. Show me the shaman. What you tell this weirdo? Yeah, I mean, the shaman basically, after this man left, went, invoked the spirits, invoked the ancestors, called for divine judgment, because he knew that once this man went back, he was going to do more root work to try to prove himself. That's usually the way the devil works. They can't stop. Yeah, I just heard, I can't stop. I won't stop. I can't stop. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, no, no, no. Hell to the no. You're going to stop. You're going to be stopped. This is how earth angels move. That's a blessing right there. He went to that shaman because the creator guided him to that shaman. He didn't even know the shaman would become your ally. Look at this fool taking a trip. I'm going to go on down to Mexico. Friendly faces everywhere. Gonna leave your cares behind, huh? You gonna leave your cares behind? Oh yeah, the 5 of Wands. Now you fighting for your life, man. That's crazy. That's what you wanted for somebody else. You and the client are fighting for your life. The Fool in the reverse. There go the Queen of Wands. But the real Queen of Wands, it's like, who are you? No, who are you? Okay. Remember that Queen of Wands came up in the reverse. Somebody wanted your confidence, your fire, your sexual energy is what I just heard. Your sex appeal, your femininity. 9 of Cups, they want to have babies. They want to be you. They want to talk like you. They want people to like them like you. Somebody left their life behind. So they died that day. They done died a whole bunch of times. The last person that they tried to copy, they took that person out. Now they're running from the spirit in the spirit realm because that spirit never left. Somebody unalive somebody. Somebody loves to take people's destinies. But somebody passed away and they realized that it was that person's time. So they needed another destiny. See how that worked? You do root work on somebody. You will somebody's death. They end up passing away. Now the spirit is haunting you, calling judgment on the other side, ascendance. It was their time to go. So now you're questioning whether or not their root work or the root work that you paid for was ever even working. Now the spirit is pulling you to the other side. So now you need a new destiny. So you saw this chosen one and you went like clockwork. Because remember, you done left yourself about 5, 6, lifestyles ago, 5, 6 transplants ago, transplant people's destinies, transferring people's destinies. But now the spirit that you unalived is around you, haunting you. You know why? Queen of Wands in the reverse, because it's your time to go. That's why. They come to collect all them spirits, all the people whose destinies you stole. You stole 4 destinies. You got to the 5th one and didn't know that this was walking, breathing judgment. Ain't that a gift? I'm so glad you attacked the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to take your ass down. 9 of Swords. Now you sitting up looking crazy? How? Are you crazy in the mind of the person that you wanted to pretend to be in destiny that you think you stole? Or are you crazy in the mind by way of the path that is leading you to your destiny? Your life has been over. You died the time that you took all those people's lives. You've been dead. You were never them. Somebody has a spirit here bothering them. Yeah, because it's time to go. Somebody did root work on somebody, took their life, assumed their identity, their destiny, or whatever they thought was this person, only to find out that it was that person's time to go. Child, talk about a surprise, the element of surprise. Yeah, I just heard the Most High God say, I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this, but it's your time to go. 10 of Swords, the sun, they're shocked because everybody can see them now. That eclipse energy is exposing the hell out of this person with the Leo energy and the sun, the 9 of Swords. Their fate has been over, and maybe that's what their motivation was for wanting somebody else's destiny. Maybe they had a visit from the destiny angels, Destiny's Child. I don't know, whatever. The death angels. And they told them, hey, it's your time to go. Somebody figured out a system to try to escape death. Scorpio energy. Sacrifice the first person. I just heard he gave them 2 extra years to live. So you sacrifice somebody, had somebody do root work. This person was unalived. This is the first person. You assumed their essence, or so you thought, because you're under an illusion. The spirits were hovering around you. Definitely they did not cross over. Interesting. Then you got 2 extra years to live. So you went back to the root worker with another destiny, a new sacrifice, another picture, 2 years. There's your number two, Two of Swords. A decision needed to be made. Either you go or you make another sacrifice, and you're not ready to leave this place. So you went back to the root worker on person number two. Now you didn't unalive one person. You got 2 extra years to live, whatever this root worker was doing. Truth be told, the root worker was probably doing necromancy on this person. This person been dead. Their time is up. 10 of Wands. Sagittarius energy. 10 of Wands energy. Stressed out. So then they go and they sacrifice a second person. Now, this is how the devil gets you to get in bed with him. The root worker now is benefiting off these sacrifices because this person was dead. The first sacrifice, the first person that they brought, they were bound. Take a life, lose a life. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Thou shalt not kill. What's the problem with that? But if you do it in the spirit realm, no face, no case. Oh, something just happened. No, nothing just happens by chance. Just like this shaman encountered this root worker and saw everything that they were doing and turned down their money, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. This shaman said, oh no, I can't help you with that. Oh, hell no. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody was offering money. Hey. I got 15,000. I got 20,000. How much you need? I got however much you need. No, your money's no good here. You don't understand. This is coming from judgment. This is coming from the creator. These are people that think they always have a way around certain spiritual systems, but nothing happens by chance. Any lives that were taken, the Most High God allowed it because the larger scale here, by way of assuring that these people don't reincarnate, was bigger than losing 4 lives who can reincarnate. And the Most High God is saying, I got that. And later I'm going to lead them on a journey like a fool right into the hands of their judgment. Then they made it to you. Number 5. The number 5 represents change. The moon and the 10 of swords. The shaman saw it immediately. He saw exactly what he was dealing with. Yeah, he did. He saw their collaborations. 3 of Pentacles, how they tried to involve him. They even offered him a lump sum of money when he turned it down. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody offered him an Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's like, how the hell are you going to offer me any amount of money? Do you really know? And this shaman may not have even verbalized this, but in his spirit, he's like, do you know who this person is? You really don't know who this person is. Do you know that you sealed the fate of your own bloodline? He didn't give this man no information. But he knows exactly what's going on. He knows what they did. So here comes little Miss Dum Dum, Queen of Wands in the reverse, person number 3. That last sacrifice. So somebody did a sacrifice. They got 2 extra years to live, but really they dead. They're dead. Their soul has been gone. That root worker took their soul. The moment they agreed to take life, the root worker trapped their soul. That's a deal with the devil. 2 years, they're alive, but not feeling anything, just here. Why? Because they're here beyond their time. That's why. Their time was up. You're trying to beat God for something that's done. So now you're living beyond your days. You're dead and your soul has been trapped by this person. So even when your vessel checks out, your soul is earthbound because you sold your soul to the devil, an earth devil. That's what the root worker is. They don't ask no questions. They don't pass no judgment. Just bring them the money. For them, it's reputation. They got something to prove. They like that. They like having people in fear of them and people know about them. Like, yeah, that's that man. He'll put that root on you real good. Don't go over there. You know, you got people spreading rumors, amplifying the fear of this root worker. He's that guy. Most of it's an illusion. He got them all trapped in jars, All kinds of weird stuff. So by person number 2, this person was scared because they made a sacrifice and something didn't work. Something gave them a year. So now they're nervous because they're calculating. If the first sacrifice and the life that you took through root work only gave you 2 years, and the second sacrifice only gave you 12 months, oh, your time is up. So when they got to person number 3, this person was within 6 months. When they got to person number 4, somebody was within 7 months. These are sacrifices. 1 gave them 2 years. 2 gave them 1 year. Third sacrifice. These are people whose time was up, though. So even if they were inheriting their destinies, allegedly, they were simply inheriting their death. Even in the sacrifices, Most High led them to people who only had a short amount of time left on the clock. Don't nobody want to destiny swap with somebody if they know that they're supposed to pass away by the age of 39 and they 36. They weren't even properly checking into the people's destinies. So the root worker was really working this Queen of Wands in the reverse, getting her basically, it's like a pigeon, to go out and scout for souls. Her soul is trapped. She's a slave. She don't know it. She still thinks that she's living. But in truth and reality, she's dead. She's dead. So now you get to person number 4, 7 of Swords. You scared now because you need somebody with a long destiny. So what you do? Go after a child? Yeah. She went after somebody in her family. I just heard a 14-year-old. Oh, well, wait a minute now. There we go. This man told her, the root worker told her, it got to be somebody in your family. It can no longer be people like this that we don't know, that has no blood connection to you. The sacrifice has to come within your family now because the root worker is getting scared. That's why. And his scope of spiritual knowledge, sacrificing to whatever entity, deity, the devil himself, knows that at some point it's going to backfire on him because this person is starting to realize that they don't have a soul, but they in with the devil too deep. So they got to keep bringing people to sacrifice. You sacrificed a 14-year-old on the 4th time in your family and you celebrated because you felt like, ooh, at least I'll get to be here a whole lot longer. That's what you thought? The 4th person in your family, the Chariot. As long as you get to live longer. Now, mind you, this is somebody whose soul is already gone. The root worker got her soul. If that body dropped today, her soul is earthbound. He got it. That's just what it is. That's the deal that she made to extend her life. He may have been working with the Barans. Sex and death. Clarify this person. Then you got to person number 5, which is his chosen one. Because even after you sacrifice this young person in your 10 of cups in your family, your cousin, this could have been like a cousin, a young boy in the family. Yeah. Once you got to that 4th person, the universe got tired of you. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now you in too deep. You got to keep sacrificing people. So then you find this Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Queen of Wands, Empress Energy, 9 of Cups, Ascended Master, Sun Energy, Ace of Pentacles, Chosen One. And your root worker was slowly taking you out. You were already gone. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You were already gone. You saw this person. Strength. Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. You wanted her destiny. Three of Swords. Show me this root worker. Six of Cups. Queen of Cups. Show me the root worker, please. Oh, he's hiding behind her energy and all these other souls he got trapped. But this is really who he is. The King of Pentacles in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Heavy earth energy. If he's not an earth sign, doesn't matter. He's a scumbag. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, he'll do roots on anybody. He laughs about it. It's fun for him. He likes it. Tell it to the spirits on the other side, because I'm sure they're paying him a visit now. Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the Strength energy and the Queen of Cups. Oh, this man thought he was going to cloak under your energy. You got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, this root worker's a little scared. He's watching. Page of Swords could be through divination. Okay, clarify. King of Wands, clarify. Four of Cups. Yeah, he missed an opportunity. What's the King of Wands energy? Page of Swords, the Star, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's watching a chosen one be the King of Wands in the upright. Be the Queen of Wands in the upright. Be the real Queen of Cups. Remember, there was supposed to be confusion about who was who. Who are you? Who am I? What is that? Who are we? What is that? Somebody wanted confusion between who was the real deal. The Star and the Nine of Pentacles is independent, self-sufficient. This practitioner is watching. I just heard, how you doing? That's crazy. Root worker. Fell right on top of the King of Pentacles in the reverse. He hates the fact that we can see him. The Queen of Swords came up again and said, let me reintroduce myself. Like I had said earlier. Like I had said earlier, the Queen of Swords, this is what he said. Okay, he's losing it. He don't know what to do. And the client, her time is up. Yeah, look, you came for a Hierophant. Somebody aimed for somebody that's so spiritually high ranked. It's just a joke. But they're not laughing. But it's funny in the spirit realm. It's funny in the ethers. It's funny to the shaman. Look at the Ten of Swords. Because, see, this root worker always had a backup plan. See, they trap people's souls for collateral to shield themselves just in case they need to assume a soul. This person been dead. It's probably a vampire. He probably into necromancy, all kind of weird stuff. Weirdo. Somebody does all kinds of weird, like, consumptions of potions to get power and weird stuff. And it's an old bastard. And when I mean old, ancient earth devil. One that's been hiding in the dark for centuries, you know? Ain't no telling really what that is. This person got real red eyes, you know? They look real dehydrated. Real red eyes. That's what I see. Yeah, interesting. So this shaman is very impressed with you, chosen one. On a good note, they're very honored that somebody even came towards them asking about you. They've only heard about you. They've only read about you. This is what this shaman is saying. This shaman immediately turned his back on this man, Eight of Cups, and said, I cannot help you with that. And that man offered him a lot of money. How'd you find that shaman in Mexico? Six of Cups. How'd you find that shaman in Mexico? Strength. I don't know. They found him. Three of Wands. King of Wands. They found him. Ten of Swords and didn't get nowhere. Fate is playing out. The root worker doesn't even have a backup plan, and all those trapped souls have been released. Just imagine trying to call on your spirits or conjure, and nothing happens and nothing shows up. The wind don't blow, nothing. Nature no longer recognizes you as being a part of nature anymore. You haven't been a part of nature in a natural way in a really long time. So your signature is not being recognized. It's like a warlock doing their hocus pocus, and now the wind is not blowing. They're not able to command the elements because all the trapped souls that they were using have now ascended and returned back to source. Those souls have been set free. Welcome to the Lion's Gate. That eclipse exposed everything. I just heard, we tried to tell them it was going to happen. We tried to told you what was going to happen. We tried to learn you. It's your turn now. That shaman is a beautiful soul. Big shout out to the shaman. Big shout out to the shaman. This man offered him all kinds of money. All kinds of money. Now this root worker, guess what they're doing? Trying to uproot all they work. Got the devil on that ass. The devil got them sweating in the sun. Somebody is sweating and it's cold outside. Somebody could be sweating inside the house with the AC on. Child, somebody got the devil on that ass. You done did all kinds of stuff, baby. Just bring me a picture, baby. I'll take care of that root for you. I bet the hell you will. You're going to be rooted right on down there, ball and chain, shacked up, shanking up. The devil is going to be your celly. Y'all going to make spreads and everything in hell, okay? You didn't spread it yourself thin, but it was fated to happen. This is the message. Holy Spirit, beautiful divine mother, divine father, angels, thank you for allowing me to be here yet again to channel the truth, nothing but the truth, the whole truth. So help me, Creator God. This message has been registered with the ethers at the highest table. Judgment has been called down, and the eclipse will continue to expose the blatant truth. I mean, it's going to be so blatantly obvious what the truth is that the only thing the chosen one is going to be saying, yeah, I kind of knew that. I'm glad I got the intricate details. You know, sometimes you just need to know a little bit more in addition to what it is that you already know in order to make a decision. So you pray about it, you surrender it, and then you wait for the answer. That's what the eclipse is. The eclipse is like, get all this bullshit out the way. What's on the other side of the damn moon? We're tired of the moon card coming up. What's on the other side? Listen, pull it all out. What's going on there? It's giving that kind of energy. But anyway, I love y'all, okay? Like, love, share, hype us up over here at Spiritual Core TV, and I will be back with more readings. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.